Hi, my name is Matthew Rutherford. This is my video one answer submission. The company I'm working on, or my group is working on, is Redfin. With that being said, my first answer to question one, which is which of the blue ocean pathways should your project company pursue to improve overall profitability, was pathway 4, which is look across complementary product and service offerings. That pathway essentially is saying, take the industry you're in and think of different services or offerings that are typically within that industry. For instance, they used a movie theater would have babysitters for people to be able to come to the movies, or parking. I think what Redfin should do, and they've already started doing essentially, is to incorporate all aspects of the home buying and selling process, which they've already done as far as, Redfin already does the listing, which the multiple listing service. So as soon as you are wanting to buy or sell a house and it goes up the multiple listing service, Redfin has it on their website so people can shop for it. Then they also have the agents, which they offer at 1%, which beats the entire competition of the other agencies. And the person will help you either buy or sell, and they will do all the advertising and marketing at a lower cost than everybody. They need to take that same aspect and move it into the title companies, mortgaging, and maybe even buying properties and flipping them or doing renovations as well. I know that they do have some mortgage services, which in the first quarter they began of 2017, they were already doing that in Texas, and they had a loan limitation of $10 million. By the second quarter, I believe they were already profitable with that. And also they are doing, in the first quarter of 2017, they were doing Redfin Now, which is where they buy homes directly from home sellers. Customers who sell through Redfin will typically get less money for their home than they would listing their home with a real estate agent, but get that money faster with less risk and fuss. I think this is going to be the standard where it'll just be an all-in-one shop. As soon as you want to buy or sell a home, I think it should all be within Redfin. Honestly, too, mortgages, a good way to raise capital and stuff is to have people pay you constantly, give enough cash flow with debt and owning the properties. Which so far kind of leads me into question 2, which was if you could make one change to improve your project company's industry level profitability, what would it be, and which forces does it affect? I said that it's going to be the rivalry amongst existing competitors. Redfin is in an interesting position because they have the obvious competitor, which is Zillow, who essentially does the same thing, but not really. Zillow doesn't necessarily have their own agents. They partner with other agent companies, and agents are able to pay them to advertise. So they already have their seal of approval, whereas I feel like Redfin is, the other agents' worst nightmare, and they don't want to necessarily work with them. They also are starting to do the same thing with buying the homes directly, the Zillow group, and they're also in the mortgage business in a way that they, same with the agents, they advertise the mortgages. With Redfin being the first to actually do it all within house, I think that they're going to set the standard, and Zillow could try to move in on that territory. If I were them, what I would do to kind of help eliminate that role would be to continue their technology and innovation. I think their site is the most user-friendly, but also continue to put lower percentages on the service, because that is what's bringing everybody in, is the 1% commission. It's cheaper than everything else, and it's saving them a lot of money. People want to save money in all aspects, so if you do it from the mortgages, the titles, the insurance, everything, I think they'll be in a good spot.